Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to crush your fitness goals this year. So if you guys are invested in fitness and losing weight, getting into shape, building the physique of your dreams, reaching the body fat percentage that you've always wanted and maintaining it. I know a lot of us want that physique. We want the shredded physique. We want, the shredded abs, the no fat on our body type of stuff. It is sort of an artificial thing. It is also sort of like something that you have to, work for each day. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I pretty much gave up all social events. I don't have really much of a social life outside of my dieting, my exercise, my passions. So I don't, sort of stray away from the things that I like to do. I'm just very dedicated to what I like to do. So, as I said, I don't really attend social events. A lot of other people might be drinking or smoking or stuff like that. I don't really do any of that. I'm more of a obsessive person when it comes to my interests. So if you guys do want to crush your fitness goals this year, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys about is the food scale. This is a super powerful tool. You're going to want to grab one. You're going to want to use it each and every day. I've actually developed the habit since a while ago to use the food scale. I use it every time I have a meal. So if I am going somewhere, I'll weigh out my food, and that's how I eat. I'll make sure I'm doing my cardio, I'll make sure I will do my weight training. I'll make sure I'm burning this amount of calories. I will weigh my food. I will make sure that I am using the food scale. So I turn it on, I weigh my food, I track it. So I do that for pretty much every meal. I think in the first 3 years of bodybuilding and dieting and cutting weight, I never really used the food scale. But I think it's been 2 years or a year and a half now that I picked up the food scale. I use it each and every time I eat a meal. I weigh it out to the gram. I make sure that I'm eating this amount of food. So that is how I sort of go around crushing my fitness goals this year. I grab the scale, I weigh it out, and I don't really, deviate from that. Because I'm just very invested into dieting and cutting weight and maintaining a super low body fat percentage. So that comes around by using a food scale. I know a lot of bodybuilders and people who cut weight and people who diet for extended periods of time in their life sort of don't use the food scale. I know a lot of bodybuilders eyeball their food. They sort of grab a handful, or they eyeball it. I don't like doing that. I like being very accurate. So what I do is I grab the food scale, I weigh it down, prepare my meal, and that's how I eat, pretty much. So I'm gonna tell you guys that if you want to crush your fitness goals this year, grab the food scale. It's gonna be something that's gonna help you out so much. Of course, you can get away with eyeballing, but you're gonna want to grab that food scale if you are like me and you sort of want to, be accurate and know how much calories are in your food. That's how I go around it. I use the food scale. I use it every single day right now. And I weigh my food, I think 7 days of the week now. Actually, I've made a commitment to start my diet and, just continue dieting for 7 days of the week. So that is something that I am committed to, that I've said, okay, I'm gonna do this year. I'm gonna diet for 7 days of the week for an extended period of time, and then maybe I will do a 10,000 calorie cheat day video for you guys every so often. But that's sort of what I've committed to right now. So yeah, that's how I go around crushing my fitness goals. That is a very, very important topic that I want to tell you guys about. Also, another way that I go around crushing my fitness goals is by being consistent. I wake up at this time, I do this, I do that, and that's how I go around my routine. So I grab coffee. I don't use any sort of, freaking sugar or anything that's gonna add any additional calories to it. I have around 400 to 450 milligrams of caffeine per day, which is, in a higher range of the safe dose. I have the majority of my caffeine actually before my cardio sessions. So I'm gonna tell you guys that is another way that I go around crushing my fitness goals. I grab the coffee. I get this amount. I get a huge dose. I power through my cardio. It gives me energy. Actually, I find that by increasing my caffeine dose, I've been able to wrap my pace up, and go further, go faster. I actually improved my pace. I think it was yesterday. I had like a huge dose of caffeine, like around 430 milligrams before my run. And I think I did it like at a 4:46 pace, something like that. It's pretty fast. So, at least for me. So I did like around 20 miles at a 4:46 pace. That's how I went around crushing maybe that was a short-term goal that I had. I apply the good habits. Have around 450 milligrams of caffeine. Push through the workout. And I make sure that I push as hard as I can because I want to improve. My personalized programs, I've been doing this for like so long. I make sure that I have this sort of progression system, so I'm able to stay consistent and I'm able to stay in the gym. It means like I don't sort of get distracted by like going to a party or going here, going there, a social event, because my system is geared towards progression. It's geared towards challenging yourself, which it gives me a reason to stick around. Like I know a lot of people get bored of the gym and they get bored and they quit, and then they just stop, and then they're out of shape, and then they go back in, they get in shape for a while, and then they stop again. My system is designed to keep you enthusiastic, motivated, and sort of religious about your training regimen, because it is built on challenging yourself. It is a progression system. So I have challenges that I lay out for myself. It helps with longevity. It helps me stay in the zone. Let's say I want to challenge myself. It keeps me sort of, in the zone. It keeps me like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym to do this challenge, and I want to, challenge myself and try hard and, see if I can do it. So that is how I go around crushing my fitness goals. Again, I have some challenges I lay out. It keeps me entertained. It keeps me, energetic about my training and my dieting. and it gives me the sense of novelty that a lot of people are missing in their exercise programs. Because I know a lot of people go to the gym and they sort of like, I don't know, they get in shape and then they're wondering like, what do I do next? I'm in shape, now what? Like, what else can I do? And then they get distracted and they go off course, and then sooner or later they're overweight or they're out of shape, or they are sort of not as invested into fitness because they've freaking, they've gone in shape, and then, oh, the novelty's gone. Now what? Now what do I do? I'm not entertained by dieting and exercise anymore. I only did it for like, I don't know, for the summer, just to impress someone or to take a picture, and now I'm out of shape and I don't care about fitness anymore. That happens to a lot of people. Or maybe their lifestyle changes and they're not in shape anymore. That happens to a lot of people. So I'm gonna tell you guys that by challenging yourself, pushing yourself, and having sort of this challenging system, this reward system, giving yourself new challenges each and every time. Like, let's say you do, I don't know, a 1-day fast, and then you want to do a 2-day fast to challenge yourself, and then you want to do a 3-day fast, and then a 4-day fast, and then, so there are challenges that you can do to, keep yourself invested in dieting and exercise, because it can get boring, and it can get sort of, just like repetitive, monotonous, and you might get bored of it and you might just quit. So by having a challenge system in place, by pushing yourself, maybe you have to force yourself to, to go hard and to try to break a personal record. A lot of people, it comes naturally, but if you are interested, I just launched my newest website. It's on my Instagram page. My Instagram page is luis.hern, the number 9. Again, it's luis.hern, the number 9. That's my Instagram. You can follow my Instagram page. You can send me a direct message. You can check out the link to my website. I just launched my new website. My page is all about bodybuilding, dieting, cutting weight, getting the fat off, building muscle. It's pretty much just bodybuilding, dieting, exercise related. Follow my Instagram page. Follow the link on my bio. I post on my stories what I'm eating throughout the day. I might post a meal. I'll post on my page my physique, updates about my physique. If I do a challenge, how my physique looks, I'll post on my page. I'll keep you guys updated about how my bodybuilding and dieting, cutting weight is going. So I'll follow my Instagram page, check out my website, and I'm gonna tell you guys that that is also how I go around crushing my fitness goals. I know a lot of us younger people sort of, we go to the gym and we don't care, and maybe we get in shape for a bit, and then 2, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line, you might quit, or you might just get bored of fitness and dieting, and maybe you just say, whatever, I don't care. It happens. Me, I am super obsessive and passionate about bodybuilding and fitness and dieting and exercise. So, I'm gonna tell you guys that yes, having a challenge system and having like levels of progression is something that is gonna keep you invested long term. Because if you don't challenge yourself, and if you're just doing the same weight over and over again, and you're shredded, or maybe you're where you want to be, or maybe you want to challenge yourself, or maybe you are just bored for whatever reason, having a challenging system and having a progression system is going to keep you entertained. It's going to keep you invested in fitness and dieting, because if you don't challenge yourself, then you're just going to get bored. At least that's how I work. I am always trying to improve my pace. I'm always trying to improve in different areas of fitness, whether it's my diet, whether it's sticking to my caloric budget, whether it is, you know, doing multiple day fasts, whether it is, I don't know, increasing my vegetable intake. I am always trying to challenge myself. I am always trying to push myself, whether it's breaking a personal record, whether it is, you know, trying something new, maybe a 20,000 calorie challenge. I don't know. That is something that I am always trying to improve at. So as you can see, having a challenge system is something that's going to keep you invested. It's going to keep you back in the gym. It's going to keep you enthusiastic about your training and your exercise. Because if you are not challenging yourself, you're going to become stagnant, and you are sort of, I don't know, maybe you might be satisfied with your performance, but I like definitely challenging myself, and I like pushing myself as hard as I can. It gives me a reason to continue. It gives me a reason to sort of, you know, go back to the gym, to, you know, try and break a personal record, to, I don't know, increase my vegetable intake, it gives me a reason to, you know, just stay invested in the scope of dieting and fitness and cutting weight and bodybuilding. So I'm going to tell you guys that challenging yourself is a huge it's huge. It's like, if you don't challenge yourself, you might just quit. So I'm going to tell you guys that challenging yourself is a great way to crush your fitness goals this year. And what else can I say? If you want to crush your fitness goals, you have to be consistent. You have to push yourself. You have to force yourself to do the daily habits, to carry out your routine, to carry out your program. Again, my website has personalized programs accumulated from 4+ years of experience. I've been cutting weight for a while now, and it's something that I've dedicated myself to. So I'm gonna tell you guys that pushing yourself and remaining consistent. Like, it's not about doing it for 1 day, for 3 days, for 5 days. You're gonna want to carry out the daily habits each and every day. I've made the steps. I've taken a step this year. Maybe it's a bit late into the year, but I've taken a step to stick to my diet 7 days a week. That's something that I've committed myself to. So I'm gonna tell you guys that remaining consistent, you're gonna want to use this every day. You're gonna want to cut out the liquid calories each and every day. You're gonna want to increase your vegetable intake, increase your fiber intake, increase your protein intake, Greek yogurt, chicken, rice, ground beef, stuff like that. You're gonna want to remain consistent, because I know a lot of us say we're gonna do this, we're gonna start a new diet, we're gonna want to I don't know, go to the gym and do this and do that, and we're gonna change, and we're going to, you know, progress. And so it comes down to the daily repetition of the good habits. If you don't stress the good habits each and every day, you are going to want to sorry, if you are not stressing the daily habits each and every day, if you're struggling, maybe check out my website. I am offering personalized coaching for each and every one of you guys, and I'm gonna tell you guys that I like helping people. I like helping people reach their goals and changing their lives. I've changed my life. I want to help you guys change your lives. I've been able to remain consistent because I've just been very curious about, cutting weight, dieting, and exercise, and bodybuilding, and, dropping my body fat percentage. It's been something that I've always been curious about, and something that I'm always working towards. So that is something that I can offer you guys, is someone who's passionate about this, someone who is curious about this, and someone who wants to help other people change and reach their goals, not just for like a year, but hopefully, for years to come. So check out my website, and those are a couple ways to crush your fitness goals this year. Remain consistent each and every day. As I said, I weigh my food each and every day. Maybe you don't have to. Maybe you can eyeball it. Maybe you're not as invested as I am. But yes, I do carry out the daily habits each and every day. Like, I stay away from junk food. I don't really order out anymore. I completely changed my diet. I changed the way I eat. I changed the way I see exercise and dieting. Completed challenges, and I want to keep growing and keep developing. So I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm here to help each and every one of you reach and crush your fitness goals this year. You can follow me on my journey. Check out my previous videos to figure out how I lost weight, how I'm staying in shape, how I'm keeping it off, and I'll keep you guys updated. So check out my Instagram page, and I'll see you guys next time. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe.